Alright, today we're going to be flying from Stockholm, Sweden to Hamburg, Germany on the Fenix A320 in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. While I get this plane started up, I just want to talk about a few things I've learned from spending a bunch of hours in the Fenix. First of all, it's an incredible aircraft. They've done a phenomenal job with it. There were a couple things that I thought were glitches that it turns out were not glitches at all. It's just a part of the system, so I'll try to give some advice, not that anyone needs it, but I'll try to give some advice on some things that could help. For instance, when you get into the cockpit, definitely wait for the iPad app to fully start up before you touch any buttons. I would recommend waiting, it's about 20 seconds or so before you touch any buttons. That way you don't get an APU fault later. That's just one thing I've noticed. Another thing I've noticed is just definitely run the APU fire test, which again, you're supposed to do that anyway, but for instance, you'll see me run it right here, and that way it'll clear a message that you'll see on the ECAM. And that's not a glitch, that's actually just something you're supposed to do, but I noticed it really wants you to do the APU fire test. So yeah, you see me clearing that caution light. A couple other things, you'll see me do this in a second, but there's definitely, especially if you have GSX plus Fenix, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you can do the fueling section, right? And so I'll walk through that in just a second. But overall, this Fenix aircraft, they've done a great job with the 2024 compatibility update. And there's a lot of good things here. So what's cool is you can just go ahead and send that data to the MCDU and do boarding and fueling with GSX. And it depends on the airport. Some airports, it'll connect the jetway for you. Like at Stockholm, for instance. But other airports, GSX is still trying to get all the data set for the new flight sim, but in this case what's really cool is the jetway actually does connect, even though you can't see it right now. Another thing you're going to see me do in just a second is whenever GSX tells you, hey, input the fuel data, I realized I actually needed to go to the MCDU and go to config. So after you see the crew connect the fuel line, which you should see in just a second, I'm gonna actually go to the config section of the MCDU, and it'll really help it load. It was one thing I ran into early that over and over again it kept asking me to input the fuel data, and I was like, wait a second, I already sent it to the MCDU. But if you go to MCDU menu and config and then fuel, it'll just tick up by itself if you already sent the fuel data to the MCDU. And this saved me a lot of time, and I hope it helps. And again, that particular fact is only applicable if you're using Fenix and GSX together in 2024. From what I've seen, it's just been my personal experience. You guys might have seen other things. Stockholm ground, hello, this is Scandinavian 4788, Airbus A320neo, stand 33. We have information Alpha, QNH 1003, request IFR clearance to Hamburg.
4788, all on the ground, good evening, cleared Hamburg, Nossley 5 Golf departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 3707, information Echo valid, QNH 1003.
Cleared to Hamburg via the Nossley 5 Golf departure, initial altitude 5,000, squawk 3707, QNH 1003. We have information Echo on board, Scandinavian 4788.
4788, back correct.
Locking gear.
Stockholm ground, Scandinavian 4788 is ready for push and start.
4788, push back and start up approved.
Push and start approved, Scandinavian 4788.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Nordic 1904 is ready, taxi.
Nordic 1914, taxi holding point, runway 19 right.
Taxi holding point 19 right, Nordic 1904.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Stockholm ground, Scandinavian 4788 is ready for taxi.
4788, taxi holding point, runway 19 right.
Taxi holding point, runway 19 right, Scandinavian 4788.
Evening, Stockholm ground, Scandinavian 899 approved sunset information of Foxtrot H1003 requesting clearance FR to Bergen as filed.
First, Ryanair 27 Lima Delta, give way to the Scandinavian A320 coming left to right on Zulu Foxtrot.
Cloud also 1040.
1042, all underground, taxi stand 6.
And 6, 1040.
Ryanair 27 Lima Delta, give way to that Scandinavian coming out of the apron area.
Giving way to the Scandinavian traffic from our left for Ryanair 27 Lima Delta.
Scandinavian 899 all underground, cleared Bergen, out of 5 Golf departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 5304.
Clear to Bergen via Alpha Romeo Sierra 5 Gold departure, initially 5,000 feet, squawking 5304, Scandinavian 899.
4788, contact Arlanda Tower 118.505.
Contact Arlanda Tower 118.505, thank you.
Ground, Scandinavian 833.
Scandinavian 488 Arlanda ground, hello, taxi stand.
Arlanda Tower, hello, this is Scandinavian 4788, taxiing along Yankee to runway 19 right.
Scandinavian 4788, Arlanda Tower, hello, continue taxi, holding point runway 1 on the right.
Continue taxi, holding point 19 right, Stockholm, Scandinavian 4788.
Scandinavian 4788, wind correction, 200 degrees, 10 knots, runway 1 on the right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on 19 right, Scandinavian 4788. So for anybody who doesn't know, there's a collaboration between Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 and Planet Zoo, and they collaborated over adding animals to the sim. And because of that collaboration, we get to see mooses on the runway in Sweden. So Planet Zoo, thank you, and I hope these mooses were okay.
Scandinavian 4788, contact Stockholm approach on 126.655, bye-bye.
Contact approach on 126.655, Stockholm Bonnacht, Scandinavian 4788.
Come up.
Arlanda approach, hello, this is Scandinavian 4788 on the Nosley 5 Golf departure at 3,400 feet, climbing 6,000.
Hello, Scandinavian 4788, Stockholm approach, radar contact, climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Scandinavian 4788.
Okay, frequency change approved. Good evening.
Frequency change approved. Good evening, Scandinavian 4788. Thank you. so we fast forwarded a little bit in our flight here to the top of descent for Hamburg, and as you see, I'm going to start bringing the plane down. And the descent into Hamburg, at least in my opinion, is just really pretty. I love flying over Germany. It's always a lot of fun. Also, the controllers in Hamburg are great, and the ground crew there, GSX, and the ground crew at Hamburg work very well together. So let's get down to Germany.
Lufthansa 2303, resume navigation direct to Nikos.
Direct Nikos, Lufthansa 2303.
Resume on navigation direct to Nikos.
Yeah, we would like to have more direction. Lufthansa 2303.
I'm sorry, say again?
What did you say, Lufthansa 2303?
Proceed direct to waypoint Nikos.
Direct Nikos, Lufthansa 2303.
Scandinavian 4788, contact Hamburg approach 119.510.
Contact Hamburg approach on 119.510, Scandinavian 478. Thank you for the coverage. Have a good night.
radar, hello, this is Euro Silver April, Marcus Plaza for 150.
Thank you, Red Golf, frame radar identified, squawk 1000.
1000, Silver April.
Lufthansa 999 Bravo, proceed direct Delta Hotel 457.
Direct Delta Hotel 457, Lufthansa 999 Bravo, danke.
999 Alpha Kilo, turn right heading 130, cleared ILS runway 15.
Turn right heading 130 and cleared the ILS runway 15, runway 9 Alpha Kilo.
Wind 4788, speed 180 knots or greater until 6 miles final.
Speed 180, greater until 6 mile final, Scandinavian 4788.
Lufthansa 999 Bravo, information Papa now current, expect radar vectors ILS 15.
Information Papa now current, expect radar vectors ILS 15, Lufthansa 999 Bravo.
Papa Fox, information Papa current, expect radar vectors ILS runway 15.
Information Papa, expecting vectors ILS 15, Lufthansa for Fox.
Shuttle 25 Bravo, proceed direct Delta Hotel 457.
Direct Delta 457 for Shuttle 25 Bravo.
It's Delta Hotel 457. Information Papa is correct.
2,500. My apologies, Delta Hotel 457 for Shuttle 25 Bravo.
Scandinavian 4788, contact tower 126, decimal 855, bye.
Contact tower 126, decimal 855 by Scandinavian 4788.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Foxtrot, turn left heading 250, descend altitude 3000 feet.
Left heading 250, descending 3000, Lufthansa for Fox.
Final 9 Alpha Kilo, speed 200.
Speed 200, around there 9 Alpha Kilo.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Foxtrot, speed 19 knots.
Papa Foxtrot, 19 knots.
Frame radar, hello, Lufthansa 81 Zulu, climbing to 5,000 feet, orbit 1 hour for departure.
Lufthansa 81 Zulu, Bremen radar low identified, new squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Lufthansa 81.
Final 9 Alpha Kilo, speed 180 knots until 6 miles final.
180 to 6, around there 9 Alpha Kilo.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Foxtrot, turn left heading 180 and cleared ILS runway 15.
Lufthansa Papa Foxtrot, left heading 180, cleared the ILS 15.
Delta 1 and Delta 8. Taxi holding point runway 23, while Delta 1, Delta 8, Delta Papa Charlie.
Hamburg Tower, this is Scandinavian 4788 on an established on the ILS for runway 15, 2 mile.
Scandinavian 4788, Hamburg Tower, low wind 190 degrees, 7 knots, runway 15, clear to land, plan to vacate via Echo 4.
Clear to land, runway 15, which direction did you say vacate to land?
Echo 4, it's left turn.
Oh, Echo 4, left turn, Scandinavian
500. Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo, established on the ILS at 6 miles.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo, Hamburg Tower, low number 2.
40.
Delta Papa Charlie, wind 190 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear for takeoff, bye-bye. Runway 23, clear for takeoff, Delta Papa Charlie. Station calling in for IFR clearance, contact now Hamburg apron on 121.705, bis gleich. Beluga 552, ready for departure. Beluga 552, line up runway 23. Line up runway 3, Beluga 552.
Repeat the frequency, Lufthansa 259.
121.705 and stop now to block other stations on, thank you. Scandinavian 4788, welcome to Hamburg, continue taxi via Echo 1, hold short of runway 23.
Continue taxi via Echo 1, hold short of runway 23, thanks for the welcome, Scandinavian 4788.
Hamburg Tower, hello again, Lufthansa 9 Victor, Alpha 3.
Lufthansa 9 Victor, Hamburg Tower, hallo.
Hamburg Tower, moin, Lufthansa 2, Papa, Foxtrot, Island 15.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Foxtrot, Hamburg Tower, hello, number 2. 199 Alpha Kilo, plan to vacate via Echo 4, wind 190 degrees, 7 knots, runway 15, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 15, Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo.
Delta Papa Charlie, confirm you're departing now.
We are starting to take off roll Delta Papa Charlie.
Roger. Air France 5324, cross runway 23 on the other side, contact Hamburg apron on 121.705, bye-bye.
Cross 23, contact apron on other side. Should I wait for the plane on the runway or no?
Yeah, just Air France 5324, cross runway 23 via Alpha 5 and behind the holding line, contact the apron, bye-bye.
Alright, cross, and after Alpha 5 contact apron.
Scandinavian 4788, cross runway 23 via Alpha 5 on the other side, contact Hamburg apron on 121.705, bye-bye.
Cross runway 23, go to Alpha 5, contact ground on 121.745, Scandinavian 4788.
Confirm 121.705.
121.705, Scandinavian 4788, sorry.
Lufthansa 98 Victor, wind 190 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear for takeoff, ciao.
Clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 9 Victor, tschüss.
Lufthansa 3 Echo behind next departing company, Airbus 320 out of Alpha 4, line up runway 23 behind.
Lufthansa 3 Echo behind departing company out of Alpha 4, landing up to 3 behind.
Hamburg ground, this is Scandinavian 4788, holding at Zulu 3.
Scandinavian 4788, Hamburg apron, good evening, taxi to stand 09 via Zulu 3, Zulu 5.
Good evening, taxi to stand Delta 9 via Zulu 3. 3 and Zulu 5, Scandinavian 4788.
Hamburg, Apron, good evening. Trim NX 1105, gate 10, information Papa, request clearance to mid-10.
Airways 1105, Hamburg, Apron, good evening. Information Papa correct. Status approved. Clear to Munich Aerodrome. AMLO to Bravo departure. Flaps en route. Climb test at 5,000 feet. Score 1000.
Protocol 12, clear dimension, AMLO to Bravo. Flaps en route. Climb altitude 5,000 feet. Score 1000. 7 minutes, 1 minute, 0.
Ground, could you confirm takeoff runway 15 for SAM 17?
SAM 17 negative, Echo 7 Bravo is out of runway 23.
23, copy that, SAM 17.
Did you get my readback, German Airways 1105?
German Airways 1105, negative, say again please.
Okay, we'll try again. Start of approach, cleared mid-10, AMLO to Bravo departure, flaps en route, climb 5,000 feet, score 1000. German Airways 1105.
German Airways 1105, read the correct.
Under France 364, request taxi to the runway 23.
Air Force 364, taxi to the point runway 23, via 01 orange line and Alpha 1.
Sir, I need you to repeat just slowly, please, Air France 364.
Air Force 364, taxi to the point runway 23, via 01 orange line and Alpha 1.
Hamburg ground, this is Scandinavian 4788. What was the gate again for me, sorry?
Alpha 1, Air France 364.
Scandinavian 4788, stand 09er.
Stand 09ers, thank you, Scandinavian 4788.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo and Alpha 4.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo, Hamburg Apron, good evening. Taxi to stand 12 by Zulu 3 and Zulu 5.
Taxi to stand 12 via Zulu 3 and Zulu 5 at Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo, Hamburg Apron.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo, go ahead.
Confirm you're starting your taxi?
Affirmative, just checking Charles for the position of the stand, Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo.
Gotcha. So it's now a right turn and then the first to the left again.
Right turn and first left at Ryanair 9 Alpha Kilo.
Hamburg at 9, Eurowings 5 Romeo, stand 07 Alpha, ready to copy Alpha to Düsseldorf.
Eurowings 5 Romeo, Hamburg Apron, good evening. Information Papa correct. Startup approved, clear to Düsseldorf Aerodrome, Bar 15 Bravo departure, flaps en route. Climb heights with 5,000 feet, score 1000.
Clear to Düsseldorf, Bar 5 Bravo departure, climb heights 5,000 and score 1,000 euros, 5 Romeo.
Eurowings 5 Romeo, read the correct.
618 for first push and start.
Ryanair 618, pushback approved, face north, Zulu 1 on-climb.
Pushback approved, face north, Zulu 1 orange, Ryanair 618.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this flight from Stockholm to Hamburg. Have a great day.